Hello students, I hope all are doing well. My name is Karthik Gupta and in this video I'll take up Introduction to Trigonometry chapter 8 of class 10th. Now let's see what is trigonometry. Trigonometry is the study of relationship between sides and angles of a triangle. So if in a triangle, if some angles are known, we can find out, or with the help of the trigonometry we can find some relationship between the sides and angles of that triangle. Now in the upcoming sections we will see how these sides and angles are related to each other. Now let me first discuss some of the applications of trigonometry. Major application of trigonometry is to estimate heights and distances. For example, if a person is flying a kite, let's say at some height h, and the length of the string is L. Now by knowing the angle of elevation of the kite, that is the angle at which this kite is flying, we can estimate the height at which the kite is flying if the length of the string is known. So we will come across some situations in the next chapter, that is application of trigonometry, in which we will use the relationship between sides and angles of a triangle to determine or to estimate heights and distances. Alright, now let us take up right angle triangle and see some of the important terms in a right angle triangle. So a right angle triangle is a triangle in which one of the angles is 90 degree. Let's say triangle ABC is right angled at angle B. So angle B is 90 degree and obviously the angles A and C will be acute angles. Now we already know that the side opposite to the right angle is known as the hypotenuse. So this side is known as the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. The side opposite to right angle. Now if I consider this angle, that is angle C, and take it as theta, then the side adjacent to this angle will be known as the base, and the side opposite to the angle will be known as the perpendicular. So we can write down perpendicular is the side opposite to the angle which we have considered. Whatever angle we consider, the side opposite to that will be considered as perpendicular, and base will be side adjacent to the angle. Now if I change this angle, if I take angle A or consider angle A, then my base will be AB and my perpendicular will be BC. For angle C, my base is BC and my perpendicular is AB. So perpendicular and base can change depending on the angle, but the hypotenuse is always fixed, that is side opposite to right angle is known as the hypotenuse. Alright, so this was some important information regarding the right angle triangle which we will use in further sections. Now let us discuss the trigonometric ratios. So there are 6 trigonometric ratios which we have to study. Now for all the trigonometric ratio, I will consider a right angle triangle. Let's say the triangle is ABC, and we will consider angle C, that is theta, as the given angle. So automatically my perpendicular will be AB, that is the side opposite to the angle, and my side adjacent to the angle will be the base, that is BC. So my base will be BC and perpendicular will be AB for angle theta. So now based on this triangle, the first ratio is sine of theta. That is a sine ratio, and we write down like this, sine theta. This is given by perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So we can write down perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is AB upon BAC. Hypotenuse is AC. This is my hypotenuse. So sine theta will be given by AB by AC, that will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now don't worry about this perpendicular upon hypotenuse. I'll let you know a short trick to remember the ratio, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now the next trigonometric ratio is the cosine ratio, and this is abbreviated as cos theta. This is given by base upon hypotenuse. So base upon hypotenuse will be BC upon AC. You will note down by pausing the video. Alright, now the next ratio is the tangent ratio. That is referred as tan theta, and this will be given by perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular upon base, so this will be equal to AB upon BC. Now these are the three basic ratios. The other three ratios are just the reciprocal of these three ratios. So firstly we did sine ratio. So reciprocal of sine is cosec, that is cosecant ratio, and this is abbreviated as cosec theta. Cosec theta will be given by 1 upon sine theta, which will be equal to hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So hypotenuse upon perpendicular, it will be equal to AC upon AB. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now the next ratio will be the reciprocal of cos, that will be secant ratio. So let's take up. The fifth ratio, that is the secant ratio, abbreviated as sec theta. This will be given by 1 upon cos theta, and this will be hypotenuse upon base. So hypotenuse upon base will be given by AC upon BC. And the last ratio is the reciprocal of tangent ratio, that is the cotangent ratio. Abbreviated as cot theta, will be equal to 1 by tan theta is equals to base upon perpendicular. So base upon perpendicular will be BC upon AB. Alright, now let's learn some short trick in order to remember these ratios, all these 6 ratios. Alright, so in order to remember these 6 ratios, what we need to remember is this sentence, that is Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. Now the initials of every word, I have highlighted the initials of every word, that is P, B, P and H, H, B. So from the first 2 initials in the first 2 rows, we'll get the sign. Sin theta is P by H, perpendicular upon hypotenuse, P by H. Cos theta will be given by B by H, that is base upon hypotenuse, and tan theta will be equals to P by B, that is perpendicular upon base. Now if I reciprocate these, I will get the other 3 ratios. Reciprocal of sine, cosec theta will be given by H by P. You just need to revert this, H by P, and then sec theta reciprocal is cos theta reciprocal is sec theta, so this will be given by H by B, and that is hypotenuse upon base, and the tan theta reciprocal is cot theta, which will be given by B by P, that is base upon perpendicular. So what we need to remember is just this sentence, that is Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. Write down in this format, and then highlight the initials, and then we will get the ratios. Firstly we will get sine, then we will get cos, then we will get tan, and then we will get the reciprocals cosec, sec and cot. I hope this is clear to everyone. Everyone can try out this trick. It works really good. Alright, now let's take up some questions based on these trigonometric ratios. Okay, let's take up this question. Question states, if sin A is equals to 3 by 4, calculate cos A and tan A. So one trigonometric ratio is given, sin A. If one of the trigonometric ratio is given, we can find out all the other 5 trigonometric ratios. So we need to just find other 2 ratios, that is cos A and tan A. Now let's consider a right angle triangle. Let's say we take angle A, this is B and this is C. Triangle ABC, right angle at B, and I am considered angle A. Now since sine of angle A is given by 3 by 4, and we already know that sine A is equals to perpendicular, let me write down the short form, P by H, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So according to this triangle, sine of A will be given by BC upon AC. Now since the ratio is 3 by 4, I can simply say that BC is equals to 3K and AC is equals to 4K, where K is some common factor. So K is a common factor. Please remember that we cannot take exactly 3 and exactly 4 because this is a ratio. The sides can also be 6 and 8 and so on. So therefore I have taken this K as the common factor. So here we got BC, that is perpendicular, equal to 3K and the hypotenuse AC is equals to 4K. So let me write down this 3K and this is 4K. So now we know that Pythagoras theorem, by Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. Let me write down, by Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. Let's find out the value of AB. So AB square will be equal to AB will be equal to square root of AC square minus BC square. This will turn out to be square root of 4k whole square minus 3k whole square. So this will turn out to be 16k square minus 9k square, which turns out to be 7k square so which turns out to be 7k. Side is always positive, so we'll only take the positive square root, positive value. So AB is equals to root 7k. So AB comes out to be root 7k. Now we can simply find out the ratios cos A and tan A. Cos A is given by base upon hypotenuse. So base will be what? AB, and hypotenuse is AC. So base is root 7k by 4k. So cos A comes out to be root 7 by 4. Similarly, we can find out the value of tan A. Tan A is given by perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is BC and base is AB. BC is 3k and AB base is root 7k. So this gets k and k gets cancelled, and we are left with 3 by root 7. So we got the values of cos A as root 7 by 4 and tan A as 3 by root 7. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now let's discuss some of the important formulae based on trigonometric ratios itself. First formula is tan theta is given by sin theta by cos theta. Now this we can easily prove. Sin theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. If we divide these two equations, I'll get sin theta by cos theta equal to P by H by B by H. H and H will get cancelled and we'll be left with P by B. And we all know that P by B, that is perpendicular upon base, is the tan theta itself. So we got sin theta by cos theta equals to tan theta. Now similarly, we can easily prove that cot theta, that is reciprocal of tan, is equals to cos theta by sin theta. And in similar manner we can prove cos theta is given by H by B and sin theta is cos theta is B by H, base upon hypotenuse. Sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And if we divide these two equations, I'll get B by H by P by H. H gets cancelled and this is B by P. And B by P, that is base upon perpendicular, is nothing but cot theta. So please remember that tan theta is also given by sin theta by cos theta, and cot theta is also given by cos theta by sin theta. I hope this is clear to everyone. You may pause the video to write down. Alright, let's take up another question. Question says, if cot theta is equals to 7 by 8, find the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So let me take up this expression. It is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Now both the numerator and denominator are of the form a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. So this can be easily written as 1 square minus sine theta whole square upon again 1 square minus cos theta whole square. Now this can be simply written as 1 minus sine square theta upon 1 minus cos square theta. Now in order to find out the value of this expression, we need the value of sine theta and cos theta. So we are given cot theta is equals to 7 by 8. Using cot theta equal to 7 by 8, let us find out the values of sine theta and cos theta as we did it in the previous question. So we'll draw a triangle, a right angle triangle, more correctly a right angle triangle, in which I'll consider this as angle as theta. Let's say the triangle is ABC, right angled at B. Now since cot theta is equals to 7 by 8 and cot theta is given by base upon perpendicular, so this will be 7k base and perpendicular is 8k, that is AB. So our base is BC and our perpendicular is AB, and base upon perpendicular is cot theta. So cot theta, by using this we get base is equals to 7k and perpendicular AB is equals to 8k. Alright, now let us find out the value of hypotenuse. AC will be equals to under root of AB square plus BC square. So this will turn out to be under root of 8k whole square plus 7k whole square. This will be under root of 64k square plus 49k square, and this will turn out to be 9 4 13 1 113 root 113 k square. So this will be root 113 k. So AC turns out to be root 113 k. Let me just check the calculations. 9 4 13 1 10 11, yes, 113 root 113 k. Now we know that I need space, so I'm rubbing this. Sin theta will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is AB, that is AB upon AC. That will turn out to be 8 by 100 and root 113. And cos theta will be equals to base upon hypotenuse. Base is BC. It will be BC upon AC, hypotenuse. And this will turn out to be 7 by root 113. So putting these values, we will get 1 minus 8 by 100 root 113 whole square by 1 minus 7 by root 113 whole square. Now on solving, I'll get 101 minus 8 by 113, sorry, 8 will be 64 because this is a square. 1 minus 64 by 113 upon 1 minus 49 by 113. On solving, we will get 113 minus 64. So this will turn out to be 13 minus 4, that is 9. And this will be 9 minus 6. Sorry, 10 minus 6, 4. 49 by 64. So the value of 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta will turn out to be 49 by 64. I hope this is clear to everyone. You may note down by pausing the video. Alright, Now for class 10th, we need to remember some of the trigonometric ratios of certain specific angles. Now these angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Now I'll let you know the short trick to remember these angles. Let me just write down this below, so I'll be needing space for some other thing. 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So since the space is less, I will write down the three ratios in one slide and the other three ratios in the next slide. Alright, so in order to remember the trigonometric ratios at these angles, that is angle 0, angle 30 degree, angle 45 degree, angle 60 degree, angle 90 degree, we need to draw this table. Now in this we will write down angle ratio, and angles I will write down these angles, and ratios I will write down starting from sine and then cos and then tan. Now what we need to remember is, let's write down 0 by 4 and put a square root, write down 1 by 4 and put a square root, write down 2 by 4 and put a square root, write down 3 by 4 and put a square root, and write down 4 by 4 and put a square root. So what we need to write down on the top of the table is 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, all under square root. So this is pretty simple. 0 by 4 under root 1 by 4, under root 2 by 4, under root 3 by 4, under root 4 by 4. Very simple to remember. Now actually these values are the values of sine theta, that is sine 0 is given by 0 by 4 under root, that is 0. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 4 under root, that is 1 by 2. Sine 45 degree will be 2 by 4 under root, that is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degree will be 3 by 4 under root, that is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 degree will be 1. 4 by 4 is 1 and under root 1 is 1. I hope this is clear to everyone. So I repeat, these values are just the values of sine, that is sine 0 will be 0, sine 30 degree will be 1 by 2, sine 45 degree will be 1 by root 2, sine 60 degree will be root 3 by 2 and sine 90 degree will be 1. Now if we reverse these values, write down in reverse order, that will be values of cos. So cos 0 is 1, I'll write down this as first, and then it will be root 3 by 2. So cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, and then it will be root 1 by root 2. So cos 45 degree will be 1 by root 2. Then cos 60 degree will be 1 by 2, and cos 90 degree will be 0. Cos 90 degree will be 0. I hope this is clear to everyone. So by just reversing the row of sine, I will get the row for cos. Now for tan it is very simple. Let's divide sine and cos, because tan theta is given by sine theta by cos theta. So sine theta by cos theta, tan 0 will be 0 by 1, that is 0. Tan 30 degree will be 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, that will be 1 by root 3. Tan 45 degree will be 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, that is 1. Tan 60 degree will be root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is root 3. And tan 90 degree will be 1 by 0, that is not defined. 1 by 0 is not defined. So I'll write down ND, that is not defined, because division by 0 is not possible. Now it is very simple to write down the other three ratios that are just reciprocals of sine, cos and tan. Let's write down those ratios. So those ratios are reciprocal of sine. So sines values I have here. So reciprocal of these, this will be not defined because sine 0 is 0. So cosec 0 will be not defined, 1 by 0. Now cosec 30 degree will be what? It will be 2. Cosec 45 degree will be root 2, reciprocal of 1 by root 2, and cosec 60 degree will be 2 by root 3, and cosec 90 will be 1. Now reciprocals of cos will give the values of sec. So we remember that the value for cos 0 was 1, so sec 0 is also 1. Cos 30 degree was root 3 by 2, so cos sec 30 degree is 2 by root 3. Or we can simply reverse these values. We can reverse these values, cosec theta values, to get the values of sec theta. Alright, so cosec 45 degree will be again root 2. Sec 30 degree will be 2, and sec 90 degree will be, now this is not defined, so it will be cos 90 is 0, so it will be not defined. All right. Now let's write down the last ratio, that is cot theta. Cot theta can be given by the reciprocal of tan theta. So tan 0 was 0, so this will be not defined. Tan 30 degree was 1 by root 3, so this will be root 3. Tan 45 degree was 1, so this will also be 1. Tan 60 degree was root 3, so this will be 1 by root 3. So cot 60 degree is 1 by root 3. And cot 90 degree, tan 90 was not defined, so cot 90 will be 0. So I hope this table is clear to everyone how to draw this table. Now during the examination you can either first draw the table and then proceed with the examination wherever trigonometry is coming in the examination, or else by practicing we can simply remember these values. It is very simple to remember. Once you practice 50 to 100 questions based on these topics, you will be easily remembering the values of the trigonometric ratios of these angles. Alright, so let's take up some questions based on these trigonometric ratios. Alright, let's take up this question. Question states that evaluate sine 60 degree cos 30 degree plus sine 30 degree cos 60 degree. Now it's very simple. We can simply put the values of the sine 60, cos 60, cos 30 and sine 30, cos 60 from the trigonometric table that we have just drawn, and we will find out the value of this expression. So sine 60 degree is equals to root 3 by 2. Cos 30 degree is again root 3 by 2 plus sine 30 degree is 1 by 2 and cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. So this turns out to be 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which turns out to be 1. So the value of sine 60 degree cos 30 degree plus sine 30 degree cos 60 degree is 1. Very simple. Similarly, we can solve other questions based on this topic. It is very simple to solve the question once the table is known to you. Alright. Now let's discuss trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Now if you remember, complementary angles are those angles whose sum is 90 degree. So if sum of two angles is 90 degree, then both these angles are known as complementary. The pair of these angles is known as complementary angles, and one angle is complement of the other. So if I have A plus B equals to 90 degree, then A and B are complement of each other, and A and B both are complementary angles. So if I have A plus B 90 degree, then we have sine A equals to cos B, sec A equal to cosec B, and tan A equal to cot B. Now we have to remember this: sine changes to cos, sec changes to cosec, and tan changes to cot, and vice versa. Now we can simply write down these formulas in another form. I can write down sine A equals to cos 90 minus A, because B is 90 minus A. Similarly, I can write sec A equals to cosec 90 minus A, and I can write down tan A equals to cot 90 minus A. So this is what we need to remember, that sine A is equals to cos 90 minus A, sec A is equals to cosec 90 minus A, and tan A is equals to cot 90 minus A. Now similarly, we can also write down in the opposite manner. See, if I don't change cos B and I change here, so I can write down cos B equals to sine 90 minus B. Then similarly, I can write down cosec B is equals to sec 90 minus B, and similarly I can write down cot B is equals to tan 90 minus B. Now these are the set of formulas that we need to remember, which I have put in boxes, that sine A is equals to, or we can simply say sine theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta, sec theta is equals to cosec 90 minus theta, and tan theta is equals to cot 90 minus theta. Similarly, I can write cos theta is equals to sine 90 minus theta, cosec theta is equals to sec 90 minus theta, and cot theta is equals to tan 90 minus theta. Now what we need to remember is sine changes to cos, and cos changes to sine, sec changes to cosec, cosec changes to sec, and cot changes to tan, and tan changes to cot. So by easily remembering these 3 points, we can simply write down these formulas. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now let's take up some questions based on complementary angles. And remember that in case of complementary angles, both angle A and angle B are acute angles. Alright, now let's take up this question. The question states, if tan 2A is equals to cot A minus 18 degree, where 2A is an acute angle, then find the value of A. Now here we see that tan and cot, these are two ratios that are interrelated in case of complementary angles. So I'll use the formula tan theta, that is cot theta is equals to tan 90 minus theta. So I can write down, we know that cot theta is equals to tan 90 minus theta, or we can say tan theta is equals to cot 90 minus theta. So I'll be using this formula, tan theta is equals to cot 90 minus theta. Let's take up LHS. Here theta is an acute angle, so 2A is an acute angle. I can simply apply this formula. So tan 2A can be written as cot 90 minus 2a. So we got cot 90 minus 2a equals to cot a minus 18 degree. Here cot ratios are equal, so the angles has to be equal. So therefore we get 90 minus 2a equals to a minus 18. 3a equals to 108, or a is equals to 36 degree. So we simply got the value of a, that is a is 36 degree, using tan theta is equals to cot 90 minus theta. I hope this is clear to everyone. Alright, let's take up another question. Question said evaluate sine 18 degree by cos 72 degree, and the second part is cosec 31 degree minus sec 59 degree. So here also we will use the ratios of for complementary angles. We see that 72 plus 18 degree is 90 degree. So we can simply write down sine 18 degree upon cos 72 degree as, just change one of the ratios. So let's change sine, it will be written as cos 90 minus 18 degree. By using the formula sin theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta, and we will not change cos 72, we will write down cos 72 as cos 72 degree as itself. Now this becomes equals to cos 72 degree divided by cos 72 degree, and this turns out to be 1. So the value of sin 18 degree by cos 72 degree is 1. Now let's solve cosec 31 degree minus sec 59 degree. Again we will change one of the ratios. So let's change cosec to sec. 90 minus 31 degree minus sec 59 degree. So this will turn out to be sec 59 degree minus sec 59 degree, and this will turn out to be 0. So it is very simple to solve questions again on this topic as well. So we just need to remember the formulas correctly, and we can easily simply solve any number of questions. Alright, let's wind up this video with this section. Trigonometric identities I will discuss in the next video, because this video is getting long. So I hope the concepts are clear to everyone. Please share it to maximum number of students, because trigonometry is a very challenging topic and most of the students find it difficult. So please share it to maximum number of students so that everyone gets benefit of this video. Thanks a lot. Keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.